Welcome, friends. Today we are doing another live stream, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not on the best of fettles. I have bought myself a video game that I don't know how to use, and it is upsetting. It has frustrated me all afternoon. I don't mind when I know how to do shit, even if it's hard, as long as I know that I'm doing it. It's just not fucking happening, like. You know what I mean? Bastards. Bastards, one and all. Man and beast. Everything shit. How do we make it stop? Le bastardo. Oh, I don't know. How are we? Is there anyone there? Have we been up to much? Today, I wore one of my favourite fragrances. And that is Balenciaga Perfume. Nice. Also, what did I do? I did my video on the last of the fuck's sake, Parfum d'Empire, you know, and I was enjoying it. Bob says he was first, Natalia was second, Master Cluster says he was second, but it was in fact third. Natalia, everything shit? Are you still on your Musk Tonkin sample? My scent of the day was Vintage Opium with the built-in sprayer. So resinous, says Natalia. Nice. Opium, not fucking Quorum. Vintage Opium. It is very resinous. Everything shit. Are you still on your Musk Tonkin sample? It's a little bit shitty, like it definitely has that fucking kind of shitty. Definitely has that kind of shittiness. Master Cluster says, scent of the day, thought of you. That's very kind of you, thank you. Gucci Guilty Absolute, great fragrance. Lovely fragrance. Type of fragrance, right, that you're scared to put it on because you think, fucking hell, this is going to be, this is going to be strength. And then you smell it and you're like, oh, this is just awesome. You know? Awesome. I wore L'Eau d'Ambre Extreme yesterday and I'm a huge fan. I really like it. It's really good. Fantastic fragrance. Dura Rose says, in the wise words of Harvey Price, on What a Day. Well, fucking Richie G absolutely loves Harvey Price. Ramsey says, Livestream 89. There have been 89 of these. There have. Fucking, that's a lot. Evening, Rich and chat. Evening, Joe. Natalia says, how are you, Rich? You sound a bit tired. I'm in a bad mood. I've been upset. I've been offended by Farming Simulator. I bought Farming Simulator for the PS4. And I thought, do you know what it is? I'm just going to sit and I'm just going to have a nice, relaxing chill out and play on the Farming Simulator. You know, how, like, it can't be stressful, you know. I'm just going to be ploughing some fields and planting some potatoes and maybe like shearing some sheep. right? Fucking, I cannot understand how to play it. Completely baffled us. Absolutely fucked. Fucking raging. But I'll get there. I just need to watch some tutorial videos on it. I'm just angry. You know? When I get the only thing that really angers us is frustration. I don't get angry at a lot of things. I'm just not. You know what I mean? I'm not an angry, hateful person. Like, but shit that frustrates us. Injustice pisses us off. And fucking frustration. And computers always make us pissed off because you can't fucking negotiate with them. You can't tell them. You can't fucking bribe them. You can't negotiate with them. You can't bully them. Fucking bastard number crunching things. Can you imagine how frustrated a farmer feels sitting down to play vintage Perfume Collector? That would, say I'd be Alex Sell at that. Hello, DJ. Welcome. Your sample should be with you on Monday or Tuesday, depending on whether they're going to strike anymore. Ramsey, it's nearly 100 if you count the 11 live streams, 76s. There's a few streams I've had to redo again. Probably is about 100, actually. I know, how can I be offended by what? I'll find a way, don't worry. Some people are offended fucking professionally. Oh no, how can you be offended by Farming Simulator? Just honestly, it's so difficult to use. Like, there's no intuition about it. There's like, I go to hover over different things on the map and like, it just doesn't tell you what they are. It's very unintuitive. It's not ideal. I just need to figure out what's what and how, you know. Bob says Italy did not qualify for the cup. No, they didn't. Hello everyone. Hello Rich. Hello Shiva Vareen. I just finished watching your sample review. Woody notes, fruity notes, and on. Yeah, bollocks, isn't it? Total bollocks. A farming simulator? What the fuck? It's to simulate farming. Kijuro? How are you? Should try farting simulator. Farting seems to make people happy. Hello, fellow perfume snobs, says Pradeep. Welcome. Jura says, Natalia, I heard people even bottle them and sell them. That's because you fucking back them up. Hello, James. Sent of the day, Dior on. Nice. Nice also. DJ says, nice also. The Surge evening was eye-opening. Some of the massive changes are proper BS when comparing rare vintage to modern side by side. Only one that was really big difference between modern and vintage was Silver Mist, in my opinion, says DJ. Yura says, Natalia, if sperm whales ever catch on at how expensive their excretory delights are. Mike V, greetings. Patiently waiting for my bottle of Belle Arm to arrive. Do you think it'll be here today? Hello, Adam D. Pradeep says, Surge, 25% off. The retail prices are still insanity. God knows who is buying their stuff. It's probably God who can afford it. You know? Hello, Vic. Bel Air Sense. I hope you're well. Rich, is there ambergris in our amber and away? Allegedly, but it won't be. It'll be like Cetelox or Ambroxan or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It won't be amber. It won't be ambergris. I've actually got an amber and away candle. It's nearly finished, so I'm going to give it to me mate, because she likes to put them into wax melts. She melts like the rest of the wax down from the candle and puts them into like wax melts. So I'll let her crack on with that. I'll give her the rest of the amber and away What the fuck? Oh my God in heaven. Right, so I was watching this item and it was a bandy. It was a fucking vintage Robert Piguet bandy. Right, I just wanted to see what it was going for because I knew somebody else who was going to fucking buy it. All right. And 60 mil from 1944, right? It was 90 quid when I looked at it 10 minutes ago. It went for £287. That is outrageous. I mean, I'm not going to pay that, but bloody hell. That is expensive gear. There was also a silk hat. Not a silk hat. There was a deer hat. Black deer skin hat. Where are you, black deer skin hat? And how much did you go for? I didn't bid on it. I was just watching it. Where's it gone? Hermes. I'll tell you what that was. Black deer skin. There is no deer is the plural of deer. Did you know that? Oh my God. All right, filter, let's delivery, completed items. Where is it? Oh, that went for 185 quid. A vintage Hermes black deer skin leather trilby fedora. Lovely. It's beautiful, like, really nice. But that perfume went for fucking silly money. I'm paying that for a fucking 80-odd-year-old perfume, mate. Hello, Col. How are you? Good evening, Klein on a Zorg. How are you, mate? DJ, 99% that have ambergris and no don't actually have ambergris and no. Yeah, I would totally agree, yeah. Natalia says to Pradeep, I'd love to get the vintage Musk Kublai Khan, but the price is the same as the one in the new bottle, so what's the point in looking for the OG? And you get twice as much in the new one as well. Wow, that's a fair amount of dosh, says Joe. That is a fair amount of dosh. Seller made out like a bandy, says Mike. Good Lord. Bandy is even great now, says Vic. Yeah, Ramsey really loves it, to be fair. Sounds like the seller made out like a baddie, says Masterclass. Oh, DJ, and how was it? Is it very different? I wouldn't mind shit Ambroxon, to be fair. Was it Bandy X-Ray? Didn't need to be X-Ray back in the day, mate. I'll tell you. This time. Dare say it won't be the last time. Give me 2 seconds. Where was it? I just got a notification about it. It was just the perfume, mate. It was just, literally, it was just Bandy Eau de Parfum. Absolutely outrageous. I'd love to smell it. I wouldn't like to pay that for it. Oh my word. I've got a dry mouth, friends. DJ says more subtle purr than the modern. And anyone who is telling you it's more animalic is lying. It's very tame. Rich, have you accidentally bid on a perfume before? Many times. Yes. Beware of blast, says Bella Essence. There is carrot cake fragrance coming from Tio Cabanel if there is some CC aficionados amongst us. I'm not into carrots, of whether they're in a cake or whether they're in a fucking dinner, whatever. Not into carrot. Nope. Tio Cabanel, though, I'll tell you, Barry from Centralized sent me some. Was it Tio Cabanel? I think it was Tio Cabanel. Sent me some of their fragrances as samples. Oh, I've just dropped my phone. Come back. Excuse me. I forgot what I was saying there. Bobby, I am only late Jurassic. Je ne Peau is one surge I'm really interested in getting. Quite comforting, says Pradeep. It's been discontinued fully, I believe. I don't know this, but I do think it's been fully discontinued. Or it might be one of those ones you can only buy from the boutique. Oh, excuse me. Eugene's texting us. He's just got his Eris sample set in. I might proposition Eugene to do a stream with him where we can all smell them together. Or at least him and me can smell them together. Let's see what he says. Hold on, sorry, I'm texting Eugene. He's already smelled them, hasn't he? The rascal. Talia, going to be honest, says DJ. Only ones that had a notable difference between vintage and modern was Silver Mist and Le Mer. I think the old and the modern Vetiver Oriental are very different. The reason, well, no, the actual difference that I noticed in them was that Vetiver Oriental was more vetiver and chocolate back in the day, and now it's more vetiver and amber. I actually think it's more pleasant and easier to wear these days, because vetiver and chocolate's weird. Welcome, Tripler. How are you? I literally can't see the motherfucker's comment anymore. Where the hell's it gone? Maybe he's deleted it. Vetiver Oriental is discontinued, are you sure? I didn't know that. Talking about Jurassic Park should have been called Cretaceous Park with the Diplodocus and the Tyrannosaurus Rex that it had. The buggers. You can't smell it before buying. You can't even smell it before buying, says Bella since. Oh, there's Tripler. Hello. How's your colouring book, says Joe. Can't fucking use that either because the crayons I bought, well, not the crayons, the colouring pencils I bought are shite. They're absolutely appalling, Joe. So I'm just raging. Just at the time when I could do with something to chill us out, the two things I bought to chill us out pissed us off. Just might look that. It's the story of my sudden life. Ugh. Carrots indeed. Lay in your silver stem. Better not be. Rich, how about Farming Simulator Let's Play stream for episode 100? I would do if I was any good at it. If I actually knew how to play it, Klein, I would do that. Who cares about Fracas by Robert Piguet? That's really good as well. Duck Farmer, says Bob. I bought 4 discontinued scents today, says Ramsey. Crazy unboxing videos coming next week. What did you buy? Text me and tell me. I won't tell anyone. Who doesn't love a good unboxing, says Joe. I don't know. Nice, Ram, says Klein. Afternoon. Oh, yes, I will be looking forward to that video as well. Jura says, I smelled 3 Celines yesterday, Rimbaud, nightclubbing and black tie. I was far from impressed, to be honest. I don't rate them that highly, I've got to be honest. I think they're a bit pants. They're a little bit shit. DJ says, we didn't have a modern Vetiver Oriental to compare to the vintage, sadly. Plus, Vetiver Oriental is discontinued. There are bottles about, but gone. Oh dear, I've seen it for sale in the newer bottles, so they must have discontinued it rather recently. Vetiver Oriental is still available, says Vic. De Profundis is going back to Belgium, says DJ. Yikes. Lego East. Same here. Bottle tops were highly magnetic, though. I did like Reptile, not the name. I'm sorry I asked, says Joe. It's not your fault. It's just everything is terrible. I was wounded by that because I was literally like, oh, like I'm going to sit and I'm just going to plow some fields and it's going to be the easiest thing in the entire world. And it's going to be nice. And I'm going to put my grain in the silo and then I'm going to sell it to someone and it's going to be easy. And it just didn't work like that at all. Wounded. I'll go back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Jura says, black tie is vanilla, but I would rather Tower Vanilla Flash, for example. You would rather Flash Vanilla Tower. Tower your vanilla. Rainbow was the nicest of the 3, but still meh. Nightclubbing was ridiculous, says Jura. Kujuro says, Lutons have 25% off those outrageous prices at the moment, Graziel included, but not the Belgians. You can get the Serge Lutons Graziels at All Beauty in the UK at really good prices, nearly half price. Tripler says, just landed a Houndstooth Miss Dior for a song, Blind Buy. Have you tried Duckman? Possibly. I can't remember it, though. Lego East, I need to try the others. Crowdloop says, YSL discontinuing many from their private line. They could have been good if at designer prices. I mean, this is the problem with releasing, like, mediocre perfumes. Like, nobody's going to buy them. No one cares. Creed Mayfair is not bad, says Vic. I can't remember which one Creed Mayfair is. Is that the one that used to be called Windsor? Lego says, Bob, truly, before you put the top on the bottles, they almost spin. I'll go to the bathroom. Give us 2 seconds. Oh, I'll have a drink of water before I go. Oh, good wet. Oh, what a day. Good Lord. Oh! What a strange day. I'm still angry. I don't usually get angry. I don't like being angry. Ugh. What a strange day. Ramsey's just sent us what he's Strange day. Whoa, that's my voice. Jesus Christ. Stop that. It's very strange hearing your own voice on stream. Hang on a minute. There was only 15 people here when I left. There's fucking 25 people in here now. What the hell? What's happening? Right. I just landed a hound's tooth. Oh, hi. Regret selling Mayfair, says Frank. I wasn't ready for it. It happens, that, doesn't it? It does happen. Messi just scored. Good for him. How are you, Micah? Hello, Duck. How are you? I'm fantastic and doing really well. Well, I'm not. Shite. Head USA tied the UK. Aren't you guys obsessed with that sport? It's England. And yes, we are. It's because we're shite. Went backwards, says Micah. Oh, such a pity, says Vic. Got some motive olfactive samples from the US. Quite disappointing, says Pradeep. I like Oz. I think Oz was a great reviewer, great nose. I got some samples. I've never reviewed them. They're not great, if I'm being perfectly honest. I didn't think they were that great either, to be honest with you. And he's a good, intelligent person. But Micah says, ouch, getting burned hurts. From Mexico, says Bel Air Sense. Yes. Who's been getting burned and in what way? YSL? See a ton of fakes on Mercari. Yeah. Every Saturday there's a manifestation. It's like a routine. I'll be shocked if there ain't any. Says Pradeep. Manifestation. Wondering the damage a vintage silver iris mist will cost, says DJ. It'll cost. If you can find one, it'll cost you a lot of money. If you can find one. Because a lot of other people will want that as well. Benji says, I'm in Greece at the moment. The local department store still has tobacco at 100 mil for 200 quid. Buy it. Buy it. Apart from the juice, are there any signs of it being fake? Commiserations. What's happened here? I lost dough from Mexico. Recently I bought a fake Cosme Polo. Oh no. Sorry, Vic. Pradeep says, is the vintage silver iris mist 2 times 30 mil? No, it was in the 50. It was in the 50 mils. You could get it in the old 50 mil presentation. You can get it in the bell jar as well. It's one of the older ones. Frank says 100 mil tobacco oud started showing up in the USA grey market recently. Oh. Pradeep wants to know if they will ship the tobacco ouds to France. I've got enough of that juice now, I feel. 100 mils. JJ says the oldest being the Shiseido label. Yeah, it will be, because it's one of the older Serge Lutens, isn't it? You know? It's not one of the first, but it's certainly one of the older ones. Beware of fakes. Yes, says DJ. You should be getting your sample early next week, mate. I don't know if I've already said that, but it bears repeating. So I can ask, it's one of those tax-free department stores. Well, that's why the Grecian fucking economy nearly fucking collapsed, isn't it? Far too many tax-free fucking things going on in fucking Greece. I don't know that back up if I wasn't so broke, says Frank. No. We're all broke, Frank. Well, we're all getting there. Everybody's having to take a bite of the shit sandwich at the minute. I have the 2x30ml Iris Silver Mist discontinued now, and it smells exactly the same as the vintage 50ml one, as I recall. Klein Honor Zorg says just got tobaccoed 100ml this week. Yes, they're being discontinued on January the 28th. Fosco has left a lovely comment on my video. Cheers, Fosco, mate. Cheers, mate. Okay. I'm going to be trying quite a few of those. Parfum d'Empire on skin, you know. It'll be a fucking nightmare. I really like the newest one, the Vetiver Bourbon. It's really nice. Really nice. It's like Fat Electrician, but better. You know? It's like Fat Electrician with like better ingredients, better blending. Just generally a little bit better, to be perfectly honest with you. Although I do like Fat Electrician, it's very quiet. I found that with Queer Ottoman as well. Queer Ottoman is fucking almost silent. It's quiet as a mouse. But I'll be doing on-skin testing next week. I'll be doing... What will I be doing tomorrow? I'll be doing... I'll be doing the fragrance rotation tomorrow, which will feature Balenciaga Pour Homme, because that is my scent of the day. Yay. I hear you exclaim. Oh, that's not quite right, is it? Where are we? Oh, beware of fakes, says Vic. I'll try. Eugene. Welcome. Klein Honor just got a Tobacco Oud 100ml this week. It's one of my favourite fragrances. Pradeep says, God knows what will happen after the buyout, so I might get the Tobacco Oud 100ml, says Pradeep. But it's Estee Lauder, and they usually... I mean, if it was L'Oreal, there'd be like a fucking scramble. The prices would already be through the roof. Spend your money as long as it's still worth something, says Klein. Legoist says, Benji, if you can go to any old-looking Pharmaticcio pharmacy, if you have time, I found some stock that's on the dusty shelves that are wanted items to us. Pharmacio. Frank's scent of the day is Dior on Perfume. The ghosts are out. My bottle of Queer Ottoman is not quiet at all. Says Ramsey, Queer Ottoman will warm up on your skin. Gotta go shopping for my wife, with my wife. Black Saturday. Ciao, everyone. See you later, Vic. Thanks, Lego. We still go hunting tomorrow. Still have a day here. I didn't like Queer Ottoman that much, says DJ. What's 100ml tobacco oud going for, says Eugene. Eugene was asking me this the other day, you know. I don't know what he wants to know for. I think he wants to sell his. Frank says, will you be the guy whose last YouTube video will be Millesime Imperial? Don't make us wait that long for Balenciaga. No, I won't be doing that. Mark used to say that his last review would be on Aventus. And I think it's... I don't think he's jumped the shark. I think the shark's jumped him. I think that it's going to be at the point like where nobody's going to care. He'll just be one of many people who's reviewed Aventus by that time. You know what I mean? So no, I won't make you wait that long for Balenciaga pour on. What I do want to do is perfect me craft. I do want to get better at reviewing. I still like the reviews I've done, I like them, and I've done them, and I am gonna keep doing them and trying to get better at them. But they're probably the videos I'm the least. The videos I probably worry about the most after I've done them. Most videos I just do them, one shot, one hit, bang, out the go, and I never think about them again. Reviews, I think about them every now and then, you know what I mean? Like, they come back and I think, could I have said something else? Should I have said something else? Is this still true? Was it true at the time? You know? But no, I won't make you wait that long for Balenciaga. It won't be that. It won't be like that. Hey, Anuj. Pradeep, €305 here. Eugene, it's £256 over here for a brand new sealed one. 334 on Fragrance Net, says Micah. Eugene, I paid about €260, says Klein Honors Oak. $300-ish, says Frank. Juro says, I do own both Queer Ottoman and Fougere Bengal in an old 100ml bottles, and the performance is very good on both. I got a big iris in Queer Ottoman. Yeah, it's more iris than it is leather. There's hardly any leather in it. 50ml for 190, says Frank. It is iris and new shoes, says Juro. Ramsey says, reviewing individual fragrances is the hardest part of having a channel. You will shoot outdoors? Music? Editing? No. No, I'm not that arsed. I always like your reviews, Rich, says Joe. Very expressive and descriptions seem to ring true. Thank you, Joe. I still doubt them, though. You and Rudy turned me into a Balenciaga pour-on horse, says Frank. Sorry about that, Frank. Sorry for turning into a slut. My favourite bit of Mitch is when he drops steamers on frags he hates. Oh, I definitely shit on frags I don't like. But fucking, like, that's like, you trust people who don't say anything bad about fragrances. You know? People who only ever say nice things are just, what are they leaving out, you know? Acquiring the flacon of tobacco oud or intense would be boss. Apparently they didn't do flacons of tobacco oud in Europe. Certainly not in Britain, because I asked at the Tom Ford counter. I have a couple of contacts who work at Tom Ford. And they told me, no, we never did flacons of tobacco oud. Although today I did see a dram bottle, which is what they refill the decanters on their counters with. a 1 litre dram bottle of the fucking white suede by Tom Ford for 400 quid. And it had 800ml left in. Where's the water? Come back. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Sorry, friends. I must hydrate once more. Once more onto the hydration, dear friends. Once more. Ah, yes. Good wet. You know what else pissed us off today? Apart from Farming Simulator. Well, I'm going to tell you. That Parfums d'Empire video should have been up an hour and a half earlier than it was. And the reason it didn't is because it got to 90 something percent. It got to 90 something percent uploaded and then decided to start again. Absolutely fucking foaming I was. Absolutely living. This was right in the middle of when Farming Simulator was pissing us off. I was like, most upsetting. Acquiring the flacon of tobacco oud or intense would be Bose. I was wounded. Well, I wasn't wounded. I was just, you know when you bite your cheek? You know when you bite the inside of your cheek and it's like, it's pain, but you also feel fucking stupid and angry. So you're like, ah! It's like adding injury to insult. $100ml of tobacco oud is almost 500 Canadian here. Why do you want to know, Eugene? You never told us last time. I must know your motivation. Alan Hansen is here. This weekend is suddenly feeling a lot better. Things are a lot less bad. Welcome, Alan Hansen. How are you, Squire? Pradeep says, Queer Garamante might be one of my favourite newer queers. Not much leather either. Why? What is that about? Why do they make fucking leathers with no leather in? What are you doing? One of my favourite new leathers, and I say new as in it's like 12 years old now, Queer by Mona Dior. I fucking love that shit. I didn't insist that Ramsey bought it, but I did sort of like big it up to him, and he did buy it, and he's never spoke about it since. I feel kind of bad. I don't know that he does like it. It's a smoky little bastard. A little bit green as well, salty. I want a vintage one. I want a vintage Mona Dior Queer, the same bottle that Robes has got in the cube. They're all shite, Rich, says Frank. Couldn't agree more. What are we talking about? You're right. I just what are we talking about? Happy weekend, says Alan Hansen. Welcome. Imperial Amber by Graham and Pot. Do you know the Chelsea manager is called Graham Potter? Frank says they did do tobacco oud flacons 250ml short time. Well, Sebastian, fucking Samir from Maximum Fragrance has them. Well, he has one, and he wanted 1,000 Canadian for it, and I was like, ooh, no. I hate it when that happens. YouTube uploads are shite. Yes, they are. It's fucking upsetting. Lily says there are no notes, only what we perceive to be true is us. Stop it, you sound like Peter. God of Wind must be furious today. I'll go check my windy. How much is a coffee at Tim Hortons? $5? No idea. Oh, I have bitten some cheeks, mate. I don't love it like you do, Rich. I am curious what the other bottle is like. Yes. I still love Tuscan leather. I still like Tuscan leather original full bore. I like Tuscan Leather Original as well. I just rarely wear it. It's like fucking one of those fragrances that's like... It's weird. It's weird. It's one of those big set piece fragrances that you feel that you can't just wear day to day. You know, that you really like it, but you can't just wear it. You know? It's not an easy wear. Rich, the wind will drop down Sunday's evening. Well, I mean, it rarely drops down here, to be honest. I'd love a flacon of tobacco oud, says Frank. Well, there's one there for a grand Canadian. If he's still got it. I don't know that he does, but Maximum Fragrance... Samir's sound as fuck. I asked him if he had any 80s de Venustas, the vintage ones, and he was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, you what? And I was like, do you have Iris Nazarena? And he was like, doesn't ring a bell, but I'll go and check. And he went and checked, got back to us the next day. Didn't have any Iris Nazarena. That shit is gone. Like, I contacted the people in New York. I was like, mate, honestly, if you've got any, like, lurk, I was like, even if you've got one at home, mate, I was like, I'll buy it off you. And he was like, nah. He was like, they've been gone for years. And he was like, seriously, he was like, they have been gone for a long time now, sorry. But he was really sound when they did actually get back in touch with us. So it just took them a couple of days. I think he got back in touch with us on Wednesday. I contacted them on Sunday night. This week's flown past. Like, seriously, it doesn't seem to 2 minutes since it was fucking Sunday night. You know? Oh. Excuse me whilst I hydrate once again. Where am I? I'm going to hydrate again, friends. Oh. Woof. Yes, the wind is raging, and I don't know why. It wasn't raging before, and now it is. Shithouse. What's wrong with biting cheeks? Some people like it, says DJ. Tuscan leather is hard to wear. True, I want to wear it more. Need it to be bitter cold. I wore it to work once, and it wore me. It'll do that to you, mate. It will. It'll walk around with you. The Tuscan leather at the boutique now is absolute shite. Smells cheap, says Pradeep. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I haven't smelled it for a while. It is thinned. Lily says fucking tobacco. Tuscan leather gets too smoky in the dry, cold climate for me. I prefer it in warmer weather. It gets a bit sweeter, a little floral. That'll be the raspberry. Do you like Amalfi lemonade, says Bob? Not hugely. Frank says, I'm not a layerer. Goes against my ways, but Tuscan leather and Aventus kind of smell good together. Outrageous, says Frank. That is a disgusting thing to say. Behaved on self. Rodrigo de Paul. Got to go back to work to start. See you later, Frank. Try patchouli mazzolari duck, says Pradeep. Not that I can remember. If I have, no. I've tried a lot of patchoulis, and that sounds like an Italian one, and I do like Italian patchoulis. But no, I don't think I have tried that one. I need to rein it in again, like I'm starting to buy more perfume. Fucking hell. I got fucking phone calls today. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I didn't recognise the number, so I didn't answer it. It was a mobile number, so I definitely didn't answer it. And I was like, who the fuck's this? Got a message about 5 minutes later. Let's see if I can see what it says. Ah, here it is. Hi, Richard. This is Dowie from H Beauty Metro Centre. Just to let you know, we have some limited edition fragrances in the 250ml size, like Terrabella, Queer Canage, got it. Dior Amour, don't want it. Leather Oud, got it. Fève de la Suisse, got it. Grand Bal, don't want it. Available this weekend. Also, if you get any 250ml or 450ml fragrance, I am able to give you the best deal and treats. Let me know if you're interested. I will call you for more information. Regards. No, I won't. Maybe if you had Mitza. Maybe. And I'd like to smell the vetiver. But I think they just call me when sales are down, like, just try and prop them up. There's a bloke who's been through there. I think he's called Carl. And he's a bit like Dior's Roger Dove. He has a touch of Roger about him. Very knowledgeable, very clever. But you know, I've come across as fucking Alec Baldwin and Glengarry Glen Ross. Like, really hard sale. You know? Really hard sale. Once his staff to hard sale, the fucking service at the Dior boutique fucking, like, in that fucking Harrods has been fucking massive. It's like, I don't want to say it's not frightening. It's not fucking frightening. Carl, I said Carl, DJ. A fucking bloke in He's turned up a few times at, like, local boutiques. I don't doubt for a second that he's an exceptional salesman. And I don't doubt for a second that he knows exactly what he's doing. But ever since he's been around, the Dior counters, right, especially the one in the H Beauty, which is the Harrods, like, beauty store in the Metro Centre near where I live. That motherfucker, not him, that counter costs more than the average UK house. Right, apparently the counter, not the store, the Dior counter cost at least £250,000, apparently, just to put it in. That's insane. All right. Oh, shut up, stupid ghosts. Apparently it cost 250 grand to put that in, right? Insane amount of money. And I was like, wow, that is an insane amount of money. And apparently that's why they're giving it such a hard sell, because they've got to try and make that money back within the first year. So they're literally fighting for their jobs. It is very Glengarry Glen Ross. Lego East says, Scent of the Night, just getting to the dry down of this happenstance 1922 Lily Noir, and it's freaking gorgeous. Ramsey is wearing Bulgari Falcar. Not too shabby. Mike says, I miss Max 40's new blend series where he told us his secret layering masterpieces. Yikes. New blends, says Fosco. Yes. And treats, says Joe. I don't know if she meant them kind of treats. Nautica Savage, says fucking Bob. Did you say Carlos? No, Carl. He's called Carl. He does have a touch of the old Roger about him, though, I'm telling you. Yes, forgot the special spelling, says Mike. Good day, Erin. How are you? Eugene, still have that Nautica 100ml review you reviewed? I have 200ml of Sauvage EDP for posterity, says Pradeep. Yikes. Mike V says the Roger counter could make that back with a few bottles. Fucking dirty bastard. Proud I don't have that, just a sealed 100ml backup. Will Amber Rousse make it to the final stage of skin testing? Yes. Yes. It's a big champagne note I get from it. Like a grapey, winey kind of well, it is the champagne. But it's like, it's really, really champagne, you know? I wish I'd discovered Parfum d'Empire before they've reformulated a lot of stuff. It's one of the reasons I'm interested in their Vetiver Bourbon, because it's a new release. It's very nice. It's just much quieter. The ghosts are still raging out there, I tell you. Oh, shut up, stupid ghosts. A blustery day at Chateau Riche, Nouveau Riche. It is, it's fucking windy as fuck out there now, isn't it? Ah. Excuse me. Amber Prechot is very meh, like vanilla custard, not worth the price in my opinion, says Pradeep. I wasn't overly enthralled by it. if I'm being honest. Fosco says really high quality vetiver in Vetiver Bourbon. It seems that way, it feels that way. I've had it on skin and it felt like that. Bob says to Pradeep, it has been reformed twice according to the recipe number. Paroli and I looked into it, says Bob, about Amber Prechot. That L'Eau d'Ambre Extreme is lovely, by the way. Fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to use the L'Eau d'Ambre, the original, as... I'm going to use the original as... a spring-summer fragrance, you know? Oh, excuse me whilst I take some tablets. Oh. Fucking hell, the curtains are fucking moving. Shut up! Yeah, you better shut up. Stupid. It's so angry. What are you doing? Again. No, nothing it can do. It's just howling. Woo! I'll tell you, one day it'll get fixed, right? And I'll not be able to sleep because it'll be too quiet. I believe that's the winds of change howling in the background. Rich will buy Uncut Gem and LeLeon once the storm is done. They'd have to fucking be a lot louder than that, mate. Oh dear. Corticiato made all perfumes for another line, La Parfumerie de Moderne. No, La Parfumerie Moderne, says Juro. Oh, sausage, says Pradeep. Does Rich live at Gorky Park? I don't know what that is. Vintage insulation. No, my insulation is less than 5 years old. Hasn't been reformulated or anything. Cover the wind with your backup bottles, says Pradeep. I wouldn't put them in such a position. You say football, I say football, says Phil. Well, I mean, we were playing football before your continent was discovered, to be fair, so... Suck on that. Planned last buys of the year already, says DJ. See you later, Joe. Cheers for coming. Thanks, yo. I don't know if I've planned my last buys of the year. I'm a little bit spooked to buy anything at the minute because of the fuck me, man, what's it called? The strikes. The fucking strikes with the Royal Mail, man. I sent Spy and Mash a couple of bottles of stuff over a month ago, and they still haven't got to them. They're stuck in one of the sorting offices, which is disgraceful, really. Royal Snail, quite good that actually. I like that. Kicky ball, says Germs. No, football. Ball of foot. Juro, Bell Reeves and Queer X any good? Says Pradeep. Talking about La Parfumerie Moderne. Ramsey says, get back to me once it has been 9 months. Yes. Yes, that's a good point. He should just go to the sorting office. I would go to the sorting office. I can't remember what the bloody tracking number is, though. I've still got the document. Like, I sent him it and everything. You know what I mean? Ah, it's Audrey Jane. What do we have here, then? Audrey Jane has decided to buy a couple of fragrances off me. Haven't you, Audrey Jane? What I'm going to do is I'm going to send her them and then just wait for it to pay us. You know? Waiting for my Canada Post stuff, says DJ. Queer X is another exercise in iris leather, more creamy and sweeter this time, Pradeep, says Juro. No one was playing football here 500 years ago. We were all somewhere else, that's what I'm saying. To be fair, Leif Erikson discovered North America before Christopher Columbus by about 400, 500 years, wasn't it? He literally discovered it in like the year 1000. Bob says, I sent my, but I can see it bleeding into next year. Ooh. Most of the stuff I've planned to buy won't come in via Royal Mail. No. Hello, Boblet, says Audrey Jane. Audrey Jane sent me a very suspicious video today. It was some kind of green ball in a jar. Bob says, I sent... It was Christopher the Explorer that had to balance the egg. I've no idea what you're talking about. I sent my Tom Ford, my TFNX to West Virginia on word. He got it today, Saturday. Most of the stuff I've planned to buy won't come in via Royal Mail. Except that a Native American Seminole Indian tribe. Go Noles. Set in the day, Aramis Perfume Calligraphy Saffron. Yes, Mo. Do you know the bloke who runs Kajal? He was in charge of that line for Aramis, you know. Younger dry-ass theory, Duck. Not sure about that. What's vintage Zonka like? Strange. My friend thinks it smells really nice, but I'm not so big on it. You know? I'm not so big on it. Audrey says there was an explorer that had to balance an egg in order to gain a fleet. Not sure if it was Christopher Columbus. No, it wasn't Christopher Columbus. He had to convince the two. It was fucking, what were they called? It was Catherine of Aragon's parents. You know, the one that married Prince Arthur and then married Henry VIII. It was her parents that he had to convince. Bob says you can balance an egg on the equator. Probably a myth, that. I heard something about something that apparently was a total myth. What was it? I was watching a video today and they were like, oh, this is like a total myth. And I was like, what? I was like, this is like one of the foundational facts of my entire life. What are you talking about? Turns out it was a myth. No, I can't remember what it was now. Real hype. What do we have? Vintage Zonka is... Vintage Zonka. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like it as much as Timbuktu. I think the one I like the most, like, out of all of them has been L'Eau d'Ambre. L'Eau d'Ambre Extreme. And then Timbuktu. Zonka's weird. You know? It's weird. My friend purchased a knitted egg. My friend purchased a knitted egg today with a Christmas hat on for her Christmas tree. How strange. What was that thing you sent us, Audrey Jane? Like, what was it? Like that green bollock looking thing. Like, I'm looking at it right now. It's in a glass jar. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It just looks like a green bollock. Have you tried Mont de Narcissus? Mont de Narcissus from L'Artisan? No. No, I haven't. I need to be careful about buying more vintage L'Artisan. I need to be much more careful. It's easy to get down that rabbit hole. I've managed to find a Nuida cellophane, thanks to Natalia. Also a couple of bottles of something called Success by MCM. And there was something else. Mon Numero 10 as well, 30ml. Audrey says it's Marimo moss. It lives up to 100 years. It's floating on the top at the moment, but will sink to the bottom. Why will it sink to the bottom? That's outrageous. Will it grow? Will it get bigger? Or will it just say native to Japan and Northern Europe? That's quite a discrepancy there, is it not? Japan and Northern Europe. It's like Russia's like right in the way. I thought it was cute. It is cute. It's a little green bollock. Very slow growing. You should get yourself a bonsai tree as well. A little bonsai. I can see you with a bonsai. Talking to it. You know. Do you have to keep it in the light or anything like that? Audrey says I'll be dead before the jar needs to be sized up. Good Lord. Do you have to like keep popping the lid on it and stuff like that so it gets some fresh air? Does it have to be kept at a certain temperature? Like, have you given a name yet? Call it Joe. Joe the gender neutral moss. Stop calling it a bollock. I will not stop calling it a bollock. It looks like a little green bollock floating in a jar. It's outrageous. Oh dear. I've got a dry throat. I wonder what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I wore Balenciaga Pour Homme today. It was very nice. Oh, Rachel. Welcome to you. Hello. How are you? Have you been busy? Are you having a nice time? I'm in a better mood than I was when I started this stream. I'll give everybody that. When I started this stream, I was in a fucking awful mood. Because Farming Simulator would not play the game. Farming Simulator did not want me to farm. Tea for two is quite good. Yes, I would like to try tea for two. I would be very much happy if that became a thing. In fact, I might email Natalia after this and ask her to have a look. I feel bad, actually. You know, I'm putting great strain on poor Natalia. Sounds windy up in Middlesbrough. I wouldn't know. I live in deepest Northumberland. So what happens when two teams tie in the World Cup? Depends what stage of the tournament it is. If it's in the group stage, they just get a point. They just get a point each. If it's in the knockout stages, then there has to be like, it goes to extra time. And then if it's still a draw after extra time, it goes to penalties. And that's fucking high drama. That shit'll give you a fucking heart attack. So like UK, USA. So that's at the group stage at the minute, so they just get 1 point each. No direct sunlight and change the water every 2 weeks. I have to shake it gently so it keeps its shape. Oh. What shape will it take on if you don't shake it? Pradeep says, Zing? No, I haven't tried Zing. Apparently that's horrible. Put it as the next live stream thumbnail. Could do. Haha, no direct sunlight and change the water every 2 weeks. It sounds like me, except I've got to change my water every 2 minutes. Obviously, it is a seaweed gaining density as time goes by, says Bob. We are. Family is around. Lots of food and naps. USA is still in the game. So what happens when two teams tie in the World Cup? Giacobetti is great. Yes. I've been having Thanksgiving foods for the past 3 days and we'll do it for another 3, says Lily. Just received my Enigma cologne today, says Powder Mizzou. That football game was so awful. It was fucking atrocious. Like, fucking Gareth Southgate's committing crimes. I watched it last night and was brought to tears. It just goes a bit flat. Right. The top 2 teams with the most points by the end of the group stage advance in the knockout stage, says Lily. That's right. When your crops will weather. What? Shiva Vareen says, scent of the day, Oud Monarch. I need to fucking position my Bortnikoffs so that I actually start to bloody wear the things. It's ridiculous. I haven't fucking touched them yet. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Hold on. Come hither, Bortnikoffs. I'm going to wear one of you tomorrow. I don't know which one, but I'm going to wear one of you. Either Oud Monarch or Oud Maximus. I'm just thinking that Oud might not be for me. You know? I'll say one thing though, that Azimut is lovely. It's really nice. It's got this mossiness in the base. Very good. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I'll hydrate all over this place. Oh. I need to find, where is Bit of a Bourbon? Where are we? Right, there we go. Fuck's sake. Ambre Rousse. Smell Ambre Rousse. Very, very strong. As soon as I open that package, I get the grapiness. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit grapey. A bit like Cristiano Ronaldo, he's a bit grapey. Or something like that. Bit of a grapist. Yeah, the vet of a Bourbon's absolutely glorious, like. Sorry, I'm just fannying on with these samples. I'm not trying them. I've got them still out on my table. I'll leave them out until tomorrow. That's what I do after I film the videos. I leave them out. I'll leave them out for the rest of the day and the night and then into the next day just to see how they go. Right, 2 minutes. I just need to take this downstairs. Oh dear Barbara, what do we have? What have you been saying while I've been away? I'm eating cheese, says Audrey Jane. Are you really? What kind of cheese? Scent of the day, American artisanal brand, super interesting, called Kelly and Jones. Frag is Mezcal Aneo. What's your Thanksgiving by? Says Powder Mizzou. Audrey Jane says, Lord, that wind. You got the window open? No. No, I don't. I think if I opened the window, it wouldn't be quite so bad, actually. But it is ridiculous. It's absolutely obscene. It needs fixing, like. But fuck knows how. Oud for greatness for you, Duck. No, stop that. Oud for happiness. I could do with some happiness, definitely. I'm deeply upset. The fucking farming simulators ruined me day. The brand is doing a line with Takasago, exploring the smoky note of mezcal in a line of scents. Nice. It is related to tuberose. Not nice. I'm on a buying freeze. I have to start saving money, says Lily. Oh no. Ha ha ha, Ronaldo the joke lord. He is an absolute fucking, well, I mean, he's a fucking, I hate him. Alan Hansen says, as the official poster boy for oud, I'm sure we can find an oud that fits you, Rich. There must be one out there. There has to be. I've got Oud Palau by Diptyque, but it's so... I don't know. I think it's probably the best oud by a Western house. Do you know what I mean? There's no real oud in it. Or if there is, there's such a small amount that it doesn't really count. You know? Rachel says, I still need to get out my Parfum d'Empire samples to test along with you, Duck. My goal for today. Amber Roos, Vetiver Bourbon, full bottles, backups, parcel to the Duck, says Pradeep. Thank you very much, Pradeep. I appreciate it. It's more quiet in a North Face tent on K2, says Bob. It probably is, to be fair. Lily, I admire you and should do the same, says Rachel. And Lily asks, who is Barbara and why is she always there? She's just a nosy cow, to be fair. Rachel, we'll see how determined the restraint is here. Love, love, love the sound of Duck's window in the live. It's just perfect, says Rachel. Tales from the Crypt, says Phil. Rachel asks, isn't Ronaldo a very famous soccer player? Why do you hate him? Because he's an arrogant wanker who's out for himself. And there are allegations that he didn't stop when a lady withdrew her consent. Which, just a foul beast. Rich, have you tried seeing if there's a farm sim tutorial on YouTube? Oh, there's loads of them, mate. But none of them help with what I need. Like, I'm going to have to do some, like, serious actual research into how to play the game. You know? Who has a farm? Duck? Rachel, I bought a game for my PlayStation called Farming Simulator. And you literally, like... It's like there's no bad guys, there's no kind of anybody coming to like shoot you or take you out in a helicopter. It's like you've got to like grow crops and like do jobs for other people and build a farm and all sorts of shit. If Rich can start a fire and we could hear it along with the wind, I think he could read us a Christmas carol. Sounds like the movie The Thing in Antarctica. Exactly what ingredients are you growing on your little farm? Well, nothing yet, because I don't know how. Barbara is a cow, says Bob. Barbara is a cow. Barbara and Sheila and Karen get a bad rep, says Phil. Oh shit, yeah, then fuck that guy for sure. Yeah, he's a horrible fucker, like. Lily says, I'm confused about his kids. Are some within relationships and some through surrogate, no partner? Ah, fuck him, he's an alien. He's a weird man. Like, I don't know. I was convinced that he'd never touched a woman before in his life until this woman came forward and said what she said. It's probably asexual reproduction with that fucker. That's awesome. Love world building games, says Rachel. Yeah, it's the idea of it's brilliant. It's just doing it in practice is a nightmare. You know? Oh. Hello, Prof. Melvin. How are you? You alright? Oh. Powder Mizu says, Rich, what do you think about Boltnikov as a brand? I see them priced pretty high for 50 mil. Too high, in my opinion. Too high. I just don't... I'm not the world's biggest oud fan, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. But I don't think that they're worth the prices that they go for. I've got the Arige L'Adore sample set. And I'm probably going to do that one next. I see that Parfums de Cita is... discontinuing Oud Infinite. Probably, I think that it's shite, personally, but I think it smells like rubber. With Arena Shake by the side, no straight man can control, says Brody. Who remembers Woody Allen? Yeah, Woody Allen. Well, I mean, Dustin Hoffman as well. Dustin Hoffman was a fucking alleged offender of the sex variety. Tire rubber pie. Condom rubber or tire rubber? Don't knock masturbation, it's sex with someone I love, Woody Allen. Is that vid put out by Monsanto? GMO won't work, Rich. I don't know what that means. Doing alright, thanks, says Prof Melvin. Sent the day on Taste. Yeah, I want to wear on Taste soon. Rich, what's your top 5-ish favourite lavender scents? I'm going to be introducing the note of lavender to my school fragrance club. Trying to think of good examples they'd like. So go to L'Occitane and just get Eau de Lavande. You can get 300 mils for $50, 50 quid. And it's beautiful. It's just an eau de cologne. It doesn't last very long, but it's lovely. It's a beautiful 15 minutes. Top 5 lavenders. I'd have to go back and I'd have to have some in front of us to like prompt us. Give us a second. I will rise from my pit. And I will. Oh no, I won't. Sorry. My desk is down, so I can't. It's in the way of the. It's in the way of the. It's in the way of the. The what's it called? What is it called? The draw. I'll have to get back to you on that, Rachel. Sorry. Woof. Tire rubber pie. Definitely tire rubber, mate. It's not great. Is that from Sleeper, says Bob? I don't know. There should be a fragrance enthusiast simulator where you have to find and buy before before Duck and Ram do. Yes. Level 10 difficulty. It's a joke about corporate capture of nature and how Monsanto is evil. Ooh. F Monsanto. Signed off many things to them too. Lily says, not to get into it, but I think some people aren't aware of the parameters of non-consensual relations. Most of them think it has to be violent. No, I agree. He wouldn't stop you. Apparently that's the thing. And he paid out like a couple of $100,000 to her as well. If somebody accused me of that, right, and I wasn't guilty, I'd be suing them, not the other way around. I wouldn't be paying any fucker off, like, out of principle. I'd be suing them. Lavender, Bogue Mem, says DJ. So I'm thinking a plain lavender, then a couple of fougères, and then maybe something else. Instead of princess, it'll be a nude. I struggled with the thought of buying freeze. I struggled with the thought of buying freeze, says Shiva, but when I wear fragrances such as Oud Monarch, Crime and Punishment, and Atman Zaman, I too need to chill out. I too need to chill out just yet. Plenty more to get, hopefully. There are many. Whatchamacallit, says Phil. Anuja's totally the princess at the end of the Ram Duck game. Yes, you have to save him. The Frenchie and music for a while are definitely in my top 5. There was no music for a while in the department store when I went yesterday, you know. I went and had a look yesterday, just because it was Black Friday. I did see some nice sales associates, though. And there were some good peaches on display. Some good cake. But, no music for a while. Bastards. What the hell is that about? I need to get some more music for a while before they fucking do discontinue it, because that would be a fucking tragedy, that. That would be pain and suffering. Excuse me. Did you snag a beaver pelt, Rich? No. No. Not yet. Bortnikoff are high. I think you can be, considering the market. The problem with the Bortnikoffs are, I just don't think that they're particularly... They just don't smell like fragrances that expensive. The French music for a while are definitely in my top 5. Scoring a vintage Balenciaga pour on with your joystick only to find it in Ramsey's basket already. Already bought it, unboxed it, sprayed it, rubbed your face in it. Phil Stevens says thingamajiggy. Thingamajiggy. Listen how very windy it is out there, man. Obscenely windy. Do you really need a beaver pelt? My husband is in the National Board of Hide, Skin and Leather for the USA. He knows all the exotic pelt guys. Thingamajiggy says. Thingamajiggy. Does he know all of the exotic pelt guys? That's something I like doing on Red Dead Redemption 2. Going around just hunting shit. You know? I own a handful of Bortnikoffs, says Alan. I've sampled even more, and I'd agree that many don't smell stellar. No, I'm not. No. No, I would agree. Not for the money he's asking for, anyway. Anytime, says Pradeep. I thought those Perfume Dampere today were going to be better than they were. But then they weren't. Solitary burger. Dude just says too many people have too much money and too easily entertained, leading to mediocrity being pushed as masterpieces. Yes, I think people also want to convince themselves that they've got good taste as well. Perfume's highly commercially driven. It's in this weird kind of half space between art and mass production, you know? And anything, you can be convinced that anything's a masterpiece by a salesman, you know? I think that, like that sales associate that got in touch with us today, and she was like, we have some limited edition fragrances in 250ml size, like Queer Canage, got it. Leather Oud, got it. Fève de la Suisse, got it. I've actually got fucking 2 bottles of Queer Canage already. Grand Ball, that's been around for years, man. I've seen it loads of times. Dior, more shit. Terraballa's crap. Available this weekend. Mate, they'll be available next weekend as well. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind. They'll be available until you fucking sell them, mate. That's what they'll be. And I'm not sweeping up after you. But none of those fragrances are masterpieces. There are very good ones. Nobody has a wardrobe full of masterpieces. Nobody. We would all like to be, but we don't. Masterpiece is way overused and thrown around now, and says Pradeep. Yeah. What was your biggest disappointment from the set, says Prof. Melvin? I'm disappointed in Tobacco Taboo, if I'm being honest. Smells like something I've smelled before. Not great. Not a great tobacco note. Not a great. I thought the whole Le Heritage course line was a bit shit, apart from the Corsica one. Yeah. Isn't it a good thing that they weren't great in a way, Doc? Well, I mean, I would have preferred if there was a couple more, like, standouts. Beaver and chocolate, wish it had more beaver skank, says DJ. Scent of the day, says DJ, is Bond T. Samargo. Welcome, Duncan. How dare I? I'm a bad man. Anything from the sample set lingering in your mind right now to maybe buy? The Vetiver Bourbon, to be honest. An Amber Rousse, maybe. But the Vetiver Bourbon more so. The Vetiver Bourbon's beautiful. JJ said they changed Tobacco Taboo every year. Yikes. Lego East is off on a tangent, I know. Anyone else got augmented reality sat-nav in their car? It's amazing. No. But augmented reality is coming. I see Audrey Jane's off watching other fucking YouTube videos and not watching me. Shithouse. I wonder where Jacob is. Scent of the day, Chanel number 5 eau de cologne, says American Pie. And DJ says Vetiver Bourbon is quite nice. It is, it's very nice. I like it. I like it more than I like, I think it's in a similar vein to Vat Electrician. I just think it's better. Have you tried Musk Tonkin yet, says Rachel? Yes, I have. I think I'm going to try that on skin, even though I didn't like it on paper. I think because a lot of like musk fragrances, you need to try them on skin just to see what they're going to do. But I wasn't hugely impressed on paper, I've got to be honest. Duncan says, why I say fragrances are just a reason to vent our opinions. My opinion is right and yours is wrong. Why I don't watch reviews, says Duncan. That's the thing, isn't it? It's your money. It's your perfume. You do what you want. Lily says, I can hardly grasp my own reality as it is. Reality shit. Happy Saturday, Michael Harness. Frank says, what is Bourbon, Vetiver Bourbon? A fragrance? Yes, it is. By Parfum d'Empire. I have a few ounces of Bourbon Vetiver oil. Yes. In the vintage game, I'll be equipped with a 12 gauge with buckshot after maximum frustration. Like a week, I'm picking up an X5 next week, the 45E. Says Frank, 30 miles all electric range. Bob is wearing Bel M today. American Pie says, I hope I didn't ruin Musk Tonkin for you by saying it was similar to Shalimar. No, not at all. I'm a grown boy. I'm not going to make my own mind up. But I don't like it. So maybe you had a premonition. Maybe you just knew I wasn't going to care for it. But I'm going to try it on skin and see what it does. Because like I said, musk fragrances are funny like that. Gajuro says, Musk Tonkin was initially limited release in X-Ray. Then they released it in EDP and now it's available again in X-Ray. Haven't tried the original one, was apparently more animalic. This one's got a slightly shitty vibe. We're going to watch that video as soon as the stream is over. Give it another 15 minutes. Like always says, Merc EQS, my gift to myself after my last was written off this year by a driver more interested in his phone than driving. It has a semi-autonomous, not quite like Tesla though. There's no way I would ever fucking drive in a car that was fucking autonomous. You fuck right off. No wonder you're broke, Frank, man. Merc means Mercedes. Sorry, not a car person. Yes, it does. Just skim through it. Pine, not too long. Too long. No guns, just a cyanide tablet, says James. Frank says, yes, I'm now broke. The Merc is like a spaceship inside. Better work. See you later, Frank. New car record. So happy to catch her live in chat, says Rachel. Welcome, Rachel. More than welcome. Is there really part of you that wants to eat? Sorry, I've had that fucking song stuck in my head all day. Stupid. Oh dear. Apparently Mr. Smelly has released his next fragrance. Apparently it's a sheeper. Is anybody going to be trying it? I'm not big into sheepers. As a matter of course, I'm not big into sheepers, you know? I've got the world's driest mouth, for the love of all that's fucking holy. Do. Why is my mouth so dry? Why, oh why, oh why? Ah, it's fucking a little bit nippy in here as well now. Oh, for shit's sake. Right, where are we? Duck, same. No way I'm riding in an autonomous car. I know too much about manufacturing and computer problems. Maybe in 50 years when the tech is better. No early adaptation when it's a car, in my opinion. No, you're right. I do the same thing with PlayStations. I wait for 2 years before they've been out. It used to be a year. I love sheep rust, say Rachel. Says shit. I love sheep rust, says Rachel. I was skipping that one, says Germs. Bob says, Dior Silver Stem click purchase sold out. Literally happened to me with the Perfume on Eugene's stream. Lol. Happy to have tech assists, but I'll be the one driving 100% of the time, says Rachel. Legoise says, even the airports have self-driving vehicles from car park to terminal. It's all just around the corner. They can fuck off. I'll be driving my car. Oh, for as long as I can. Oh, dear me. You know, I've got really sore toes. How the hell did that happen? It must be the ghosts haunting my hooves. Legoist, I believe you, just not into emerging tech accidents. I'll walk at the airport. You can always walk. I'll walk. Well, I mean, you say I could always walk, but, I mean, fucking hell, can I? I'll just get myself a little, fucking, excuse me. I'll just get myself a little buggy or something like that. A moped. Actually, no, that sounds like hell on earth. Maybe to get myself a tractor, you know. That's all going to be like, farming's all going to be fucking automated, you know. PlayStation over Xbox, says Adam. Absolutely. Go look at the front of the Metro, nothing there. Problem with the front of the Metro is it's on fucking rails, isn't it? You know what I mean? Unless it's monorail. Monorail. I've got a sore thumb. What the fuck is wrong with us? I don't want to be too negative, says Rachel. Just think there is always a bit of dangerous time when adopting big tech. Like when you read engineering history and study bridge collapses. My TSX, 13 years old, only 49,000 miles, says Bob. Excuse me. What's the TSX? Who makes it? Ah, yes, Hondas. I love a Honda. I've had many Hondas. Well, it's not an Acura, it's a Honda. One of the reasons why I got bored of aerospace engineering, slowest developing industry, says Pradeep. Germ says, are you going to get a PS5, Rich? Probably, but I'll wait until the price comes down, hopefully. Like, screw that. I'm not paying 500 quid for a console. Fuck that. I get it, but there are also idiots out there driving too. Most people out there driving are idiots, but the thing is that I'm talking about me driving. I don't want to give up driving. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things to do. You know? Also, if you've got automated cars, your car's going to know everywhere where you've been and where you're going. You know? You're British. Have you seen the roads in Britain? It's not like in other countries, you know. It's not like in Japan and fucking like France and all of that, where the roads are in decent nick. The roads in the roads are a state in this country, and I don't want car companies. I don't want insurance companies, especially not insurance companies, to fucking know where I've been. Screw that. I want to drive the car for safety. Yeah, I also trust myself when I get behind the wheel of a car as well. But that's extremely therapeutic. Adam's right. Yeah, Adam says driving is very therapeutic. It's less so about I don't doubt that it's round the corner. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that it's like it's going to be a thing. It's going to be the thing, you know? I just don't necessarily want it to be. Driving is very therapeutic, just you and the car. Yeah. Have you tried Trussardi? Have you tried Woman's Trussardi by Trussardi? White bottle and leather medallion from 84. Gorgeous leather floral sheepra. Interesting. My uncle has a pilot for United here in the States. There's fucking pilots littered all over the place. Roads are so small in the UK. Well, the thing is with the roads in the UK, they were all built for fucking cars. That roads about 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, when the cars were tiny. And they're all as well, the old ancient byways, you know, highways and byways. Like, they were all like made like horse tracks. And before that, people used to just walk them. Single lane. Single file. All the roads in Britain. The thing with America is, you look at Eisenhower, he built the interstates in America. You know, like ours are an evolution. In America, it's a revolution when it comes to like the roads. Anyway, and Eisenhower built them based on military principles, which were sound, absolutely sound. In America, you can put your car on cruise control and not put your foot on the fucking accelerator for fucking, what, hundreds of miles. Not put your foot on the brake, I beg your pardon, for hundreds of miles. Big, long, open roads. Can't do that in Britain. It's just not the way. Just not the way. Rachel says, fascinating. I would guess that the EU is ahead of the US in terms of automation. We just passed a law here figuring out that The 5G in airports had to turn off the auto landing due to interference from the 5G. Total regulation nightmare. Is Hadrian's just a wall or a road at some point? So there's something. So there's a wall that stretches from coast to coast. All right, at the thinnest part of the country, which is like the northeast to the northwest of England, between just below Scotland, and then behind the wall on the south side of the wall, right, is something called the Military Road, which is just a long, straight fucking road that goes from east to west as well, that the Romans built. And it was just a long, straight fucking road, because that's what the Romans built, because they wouldn't need mugs either. They built long, straight fucking roads. So there is a road, there is a military road, but it's not called Hadrian's Road. I might get fired for this, but fuck it. If people know how bad the rail system in America is, they'd be protesting. Here's one for you. The bridges in America are a disgrace. I'm not anti-American. The bridges in America fall down every week because people aren't prepared to put the hand in their pocket by way of tax for their upkeep. You try to raise money for taxes to keep the bridges up. It's the last thing as a priority. Just hope the bridge. That's what's happening. Literally, local and national government is just hoping that the bridges stay up. If you look into it, bridges fall down in America every week. It's usually smaller ones, not big ones, not heavy, and a lot of the time there's nobody on them, but every once in a while somebody gets killed because a bridge is falling down in America. If that happened in this country, there would be fucking hell on. Sat-navs in the States, it's all straight lines, says Lego East. Yeah, exactly. But the EU is ahead of us, and I'd guess it depends on the plane, ain't you? EU flights want short haul and denser traffic. Possibly, I don't know, mate. I'm not one for air traffic. Nothing good will be done. We are being misrepresented by the unions and by the media. The unions sold us out in October. It's busy up there. So many stacks. Is Lego East American Pie. How are the strikes talks going? At least according to my uncle. Yeah, it's all just fine. It's the regulatory agency that won't allow it. Hello, Rich. Scent of the Day. Beast Mode by Chris Russock. Honestly, you should try the Discovery set from Chris Russock. I might do. I've heard of him. I'm actually going to go now. We pay taxes to line the pockets, not to fix things, says James. Yeah, that's the same in Britain. Our money's funneled up to the ruling class. Absolutely disgusting. That Michelle Mone should be in fucking jail. If anybody in this, look up Michelle Mone. There's one for you. Mind you, I'd make her moan, she's hot. But if you look up that lady's name in there, you'll see what's happened. Absolutely scandal. Absolute theft is what's happened. And there should be jail sentences handed out. Big time. Corruption of the highest order. Well, there we are. Right, friends. I'm off. Thank you very much for joining us and cheering us up a bit today. What a hell of a day I've had. I will be glad when it's over and I wake up tomorrow and I've got to tackle fucking Farming Simulator again, Jesus. No, I won't. I'm not going to think about it. Right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.